Russia, they used to work with leather. It's called leather.
Arthur gonna have problems. If Arthur can take Bivol's punch, Bivol got to work for a long time. But if Bivol can't take Arthur's punch, that 100% knockout ratio gonna stay.
BBV is intensifying his training ahead of his highly anticipated rematch against Dmitry Bivol on February 22, 2025 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. After their closely contested first bout, BBV has made strategic adjustments to improve his performance by at least 10%. His day begins with morning prayers, followed by endurance exercises like long-distance running to build stamina. Midday sessions focus on refining his boxing skills, with sparring partners mimicking Bivol's defensive style. Afternoons are dedicated to strength and conditioning, including specialized wrist and forearm workouts to enhance punching power. Unlike some fighters who juggle training with media obligations, BBV remains fully committed, demanding absolute focus from his coach, Mark Ramsey. Every aspect of his regimen is meticulously tailored for victory. He avoids distractions, maintaining razor-sharp concentration to become the best version of himself in the ring. With unwavering dedication and a refined strategy, BBV is determined to leave no doubt about the outcome of this highly anticipated rematch.
We don't need people who destroy you. You need to focus for some different things every training. You have some different things to prove. I think it's good to do more focus in training.
Train alone. He don't like to train with other fighter because he like calm atmosphere in the gym, but also because he want to work. He want me to be focused on what we're doing right now, not looking at another boxer in the gym. But also it's a rule from my gym. There is no music. Now you can see there is amateur fighter who training. There is no music over there. It's a learning place. It's not a discussion.
Beterbiev maintains his humility in the face of being one of the world's most feared boxers. He never thinks of himself as the best and doesn't focus on comparisons or praise. He sees boxing as an experience, to use his own words. His continuing learning and development of humility is evidence of his character and demonstrates that he is more concerned with ongoing growth than with getting approval from others.
It's like experience for me, Be honest, I don't think I'm great boxer. I'm not bad boxer. Even Muhammad Ali lost fights, and he's best boxer in the world, history, And I'm not thinking about these things. I think it's not for me, about me.
Well done.
Inside the gym, BBV's strength is undeniable. His intense shoulder workouts include lifting an astonishing 120 kg for 4 repetitions, showcasing the raw power behind his devastating punches. This upper body strength allows him to generate immense force, overwhelming opponents who struggle to withstand his relentless pressure. His ability to dictate the pace of a fight with sheer physicality is one of his biggest advantages in the ring. However, BBV isn't just focused on power, he is dedicating significant time to sharpening his defense. Footage from his training camp reveals his commitment to improving his guard and movement, ensuring he can neutralize Dmitry Bivol's attacks. His training emphasizes maintaining a tight guard, effectively blocking punches, and executing slick counterattacks. By refining his defensive skills, he aims to become a more complete fighter, blending offense and defense seamlessly. One of the most intriguing aspects of BBV's training is his unique wrist exercise, which has caught the attention of both fans and professionals. He credits this exercise not only for strengthening his wrists, making his punches even more destructive, but also for its mental benefits. Whenever he feels frustrated or unfocused, he turns to this routine as a way to regain clarity and discipline. This approach reflects his holistic mindset, treating physical conditioning as a key to both mental and emotional resilience. With his relentless training regimen, BBV is leaving nothing to chance as he prepares for his rematch against Bal, determined to dominate every aspect of the fight.
Я не смогу, да, что ли?
Может быть,
Но не умею.
посмотри.
120 килограмм 4 раза.
Да.
In comparison to their previous battle against Bivol, coach Mark Ramsey has explained the changes they are making during this training camp. He admits that in their last meeting, Bivol's defense was a serious obstacle. The crew is concentrating on precision this time, knowing just when to hurl the Riraitu punched at the appropriate moment. The goal is to identify defensive gaps and take advantage of them. Ramsey thinks Bivol won't make a significant shift in strategy. Rather, he anticipates Bivol will improve upon the strategies he employed in the first battle and employ them more effectively. This indicates that in order to achieve a certain victory at light heavyweight, Beterbiev's camp is concentrated on negating opposing strengths while honing their own weapons. Artur BV is still an invincible force. Many experts think that no one in the division can overthrow him because of his strength, aggression, and persistent manner, which make him a nightmare for any opponent. Firefighter Zyke, an ancient warrior. In their first meeting, Canelo Alvarez would have to contend with stronger BBFs, such as Dmitry Bivol.
This exercise I do like maybe 30 years, it's like very simple for me.
It's not simple for me to watch.
I don't know, it's like when I have no good mood, I forget good mood, I do this exercise and it's like good.
Do you usually do that workout at the start or the end of your training sessions?
Doesn't matter, like before, after.
And what benefits does it have?
It's like for twisted, like for
your wrists?
Wrists to be strong. To be honest, I forget for what is it.
By presenting accounts from those who have witnessed it personally, Joe Rogan has frequently emphasized Beterbiev's sheer striking strength. One elite fighter who sparred with BBBBV described the sensation of being struck as though his soul had left his body. What sets BBV apart from the rest of the division is this level of strength. Joe Rogan.
We have to give him that. He came with a very strong, tight defense in that fight. And we was not able to really make him do a bad move and catch him right on the chin or right. Majority of the punch was on the guard and outside of the straight punches, straight right. It was hard to catch very clean. I think we can do a way better job at this, using the right angle and the right punch at the right moment. And of course, it will do a lot more damage.
As you mentioned Dimitri's movement earlier on, how key do you think working the body might be, especially in the second fight, just to try and slow him down from letting him find that rhythm of being able to box and move the way that he does?
It's always important. Like if you look in the past, that was always a part of Artur Beterbiev, mixing not only body, but body is very important too. It's a big part of boxing. Going to the body, going to the head, try to mix those punch, of course.
We know over the last 2 or 3 years, especially of Artur's career, he hasn't been as active as what he'd have liked. He's had some pullouts for injuries, as you mentioned, with their first fight was delayed as well. But now he goes into this rematch like I said, no issues so far. He's only 5 months on from the first fight by the time the fight night comes around. How much more of an improved or a better version do we see from Artur, knowing that he's been able to get back out quickly?
A very good question, because it's a major point for us. Like you say, couple of last year, we was doing a fighter here for many different reasons that we had, but we feel not only for the fight, but also in the training. Like, we have a momentum. We have a point, like, we recuperate Artur not from zero, but he's coming back from a fight. We're going back to the gym. We keep working on the little details that we want to improve, and we see Artur keep improve as a boxer. And it's great, because we always in the past was like good performance, and now out. And
also talked about BBV and the reasons why so many boxers choose to stay out of the ring. BBV has been a force of nature, he said, defeating all of
Bivol and Beterbiev. But Nez, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you this, but I know you're gonna disagree with me. Nobody's beating Artur Beterbiev at 175, bro. Nobody. David to get his ass knocked out. Bivol is going to get his ass knocked out. And if Canelo want that smoke at 175, Canelo would get knocked out by Beterbiev. But Beterbiev is the best boxer at 175. He's a beast, Nez. My nigga be chopping trees when he training for fights, man. Beterbiev is that nigga, man. I know he's old. Y'all niggas, he's old. Bruh, I don't give a fuck, bruh. Everybody that stepped in the ring with him, they went to
his opponents. He is one of the most dreaded because of his constant pressure and capacity to both absorb and administer punishment. A better sparring partner. Although he has sparred with several fighters, none have made the same effect.
David wants to fight the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev. But Nez, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you this, but I know you're gonna disagree with me. Nobody's beating Artur Beterbiev at 175, bro. Nobody. David to get his ass knocked out. Bivol is going to get his ass knocked out. And if Canelo want that smoke at 175, Canelo would get knocked out by Beterbiev. But Beterbiev is the best boxer at 175. He's a beast, Nez. My nigga be chopping trees when he training for fights, man. Beterbiev is that nigga, man. I know he's old. Y'all niggas, he's old. Bruh, I don't give a fuck, bruh.
Beterbiev, it will be Callum Smith, in my opinion, and it depends. Honestly, no one understands unless you've been there in front of him. Even in sparring, like, he just doesn't leave you alone. He's in front of you. He's mentally draining. He hits hard. He's physically draining. It's like he gets fitter as the rounds go on. He's a very scary man.
Something I've noticed, Billy, he punches around the side of the head quite a lot.
Yeah.
Beterbiev. Did you experience that in sparring with him?
Yeah, definitely. He aims for like just above the ear, sort of.
Yeah.
And it's just like when we're popping jabs and stuff, he comes right over the top, right around the side of the head, and it works, innit?
Do his shots feel different to anyone else you spar with? Like,
Definitely.
Yeah. In what way? Tell me about the sensation a little bit.
You can just tell. You can tell like the force and the power. But don't forget, we're sparring in 16-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
So like, and I was never hurt. I never got rocked or anything, but you can tell that.